street, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
At the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And out across midfield, down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down.
7.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They'll run. This is Kamara. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion.
The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Escaping the pressure right. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 49-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's McFarland. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Check 41. Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's fourth down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, McFarland. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Anthony McFarland.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, this will be McFarland. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
41 to Mike. 41 to Mike. Check. Easy.
On third down, here's McFarland. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 6. First down, Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, McFarland. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Steelers 20, Texans 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely.
And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Houston.
Now it's Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Here's Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On third down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Watson. Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and oh, it'll be intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Going deep here for Stills. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Kamara on the carry.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block it.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Justin.